Gently graze it. Raise the like button. Tap it, smash it. Good, good. We sure we can see scrotum on TV?
I'll find out later.
We'll definitely find out later. If you didn't hear anything, yes.
Our attorneys are looking into that.
You just stick to nuts.
If you misspell it, you can say it.
Damn it. Maybe nutsack is less safe.
Nutsack?
Sack of nuts.
Well, he told me on the radio it's not even a medical term, but a body part you can say it. But it's like I feel like I can't say nutsack on radio.
No, you can't. I can't see scrotum.
Let's dial it back on this. I think we've had enough scrotums for tonight.
Yeah, they have the guy behind the board has explained it to me.
I went to nuts.com, I ordered one. Please, I went to nuts.com, I ordered a nutsack. Sorted.
Look at that. The first crowd ever to cheer a commercial. All right. Sound like the blues if you owe back taxes. I know nobody's clapping for that. And your returns are still unfiled or you forgot to file, you still have a chance. The October 15th deadline is fast approaching and time is running out. If you haven't gathered your documents yet or made any estimated payments, you could soon be targeted by the IRS. Ooh. They can garnish your wages, freeze your bank accounts, and even seize your property, but there is help available. All you got to do is reach out to Tax Network USA. They're a nationwide tax firm that's helped thousands of taxpayers save over $1.
This bird outsmarted 100 Japanese.
What's that?
You must be making serious money, right?
Comes to cell service, and that's why we're here to tell you about Patriot Mobile. It is the truth. There is only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes in freedom, and that is worth fighting for, and that happens to be Patriot Mobile. For more than 12 years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines, fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms while also providing exceptional nationwide cell service while accessing all three major networks. Switching is easy. You can activate minutes from the comfort of your own home. Keep your own number as well. Keep your phone. You can upgrade, get it all with Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile's all U.S.-based support team is also standing by to take care of you. What you got to do? Reach out to them. Call them on your other service, because that's really great when you use Verizon or somebody else, and you call Patriot Mobile to switch over to them. 972-PATRIOT. That's 972 Patriots a day, or go to patriotmobile.com/RAV. Use our promo code for 1 free month of service. patriotmobile.com/RAV, or give them a ring. 972-PATRIOT and make that switch today. Slick Rick, of course, he's got the odds makers coming up at 9:30, but Vinny Mac is here.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some stuff he's been talking about. He's been decompressing over.
Yeah.
Vin, what do you got for us?
Oh boy, you know I've been thinking a lot about Jimmy Kimmel.
Why?
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. And I'm thinking about him as a spokesperson for the left, and he's not supposed to be doing that. And as I thought about Jimmy Kimmel, I thought, well, how is it supposed to be done? What's the right way to do this? Well, I just figured in honor of the right way to do this, we're going to show clip 12 and see how it's done.
It's like the family friend in history. My mom is totally creeped out by it. Wait, I just remembered someone. Second nearest uncle goes church.
Trouble dividing this one. Sizzle. Find the sound made when a sheep explodes.
Love this one.
Great start actor. Yes.
But that's why we're watching these shows.
Be watching.
This is why we're watching these shows. God bless Johnny Carson. I'm one of the biggest fans ever of Johnny Carson, but I'm also a fan of just good comedy like KDJ delivers to us on a regular basis, and just funny, not politics. I don't want to see it. So I just wanted to do that. I like to give Johnny Carson a shout out every once in a while. It's good stuff.
But you know what's a great point is that, you know, and we played a clip of Carson the other day he was talking to Mike Wallace about, you know, Wallace was asking him why you don't do more serious stuff, and he's like, that's not my job. My job is to make people laugh.
No, that's what the entertainment business is turned upside down. Your job is to entertain. Stephen Colbert, the rest of them.
I mean, Kevin deals with this on a regular basis.
Absolutely, and I think these TV shows are nothing but propaganda mills.
Yeah, they're not there to entertain.
No, not anymore.
They're there to reinforce the echo chamber.
Yeah, this is Operation Mockingbird TV. That's what this is. This is Operation Mockingbird TV, where you've got Colbert and Kimmel and all these other knuckleheads going up and just bashing Trump, bashing anything we stand for. I mean, the thing about the hospitals are full. You can't come in. You didn't get the COVID shot.
So you should go home and die. Like there's no joke there.
There's no joke. It was just attack. And I love how these idiots go, well, most of my friends are comedians. They're screaming. This is against free speech, it's against free speech. And I said, look, he's never going to hire you. I'm not kidding. You got to be like a trans dudette from New Zealand or something. All they want is that. And they just come out and say, I'm trans. Yeah, and that's the whole set.
Yeah.
They're talking to each other. It's an insulated.
I'm trans.
Yeah, that's the whole set. Yeah.
They're talking to each other. It's an insulated.
I'm trans.
Yeah, that's the whole set. Yeah.
They're talking to each other. It's an insulated.
Yeah, that's the whole set. Yeah.
They're talking to each other. It's insulated. And they get the third or fourth in command, or maybe they get George. There's Discovery that's going to go through that. We're going to find all the minions that, and behind the scenes, working with George Soros and calculating and collaborating all of the bad things that have happened, all these pre-planned, protests and so on and so forth. And I'm wondering, like, it's been 9 months here with the Trump administration. Like, that had to be one of the first targets, is this guy, because behind the scenes, they're causing all of these problems. I'm glad they're doing it now. So yeah, harumph.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, big time.
Just to add to that, and chief terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Now they're going to add, you know what worse, they'll add international terrorist organization because the funding is coming from around the world. Once that happens, it changes the legal game. So I think he stays the number. I really think they will find a way to keep this money out of America.
They have to find the money trail. It's the number one thing of all of this, by the way. All these politicians get a lot of money, but who said this on social media? Greta Garbo had $250 for showing up in a protest. They're paying through. So, if you're a kid or whatever, and you want to go make $250, you'll go, you'll dress up, you'll act like a lunatic.
Some of these protests were made in 17
Yeah. Kevin needs a new agent. I've been doing this for free.
Well, another story I saw regarding money is, that Obama's got libraries putting up,
Yes.
and all this money's coming into the Obama library. I want you to have one book, How to Hate America. I think is basically what they're going to
Exactly.
the money coming in is being funneled now to outside sort groups like this. It's running through the Obama library to these outside sources. They just identify this, and obviously they're looking into it. So it just never stops. It's rampant with all of them.
And again, it's always the money trail. Got to follow the money, as they say. Speaking of which, money is on the line coming up. It's the odds makers. Slick Rick, Aaron, and our guest Eddie Brown from downtown. We don't know what town it is, but he's going to be joining us after the break. 9 for Studio 16 on a Friday night. Odds makers next. Later.
Only fannies.
Yeah. Guy's the man. But they all used to be like
Hi, Eddie. Can you hear us okay?
nobody played like this because they didn't want to lose half the rookies.
Yeah.
He says it exactly as it is. He'd be embarrassed with Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert.
No.
Yeah, but he would be like, they should not have.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, one more time.
Even Jay Leno.
Like my off. He wants to not bother me. Yeah.
Leno said some stupid stuff about Kirk.
Right. People don't understand Charlie
Usually
Kirk.
not on that side of the nonsense.
He's more, if they just took the time to watch any of Charlie Kirk's videos that are just, first of all, they're educational. It's like going to school, watching him talk about basic stuff, factually.
And
Eddie,
not so
attention
basic.
real
Like, he
quick.
would talk about Mises Institute. He would talk about, like, legit economists.
Legit economists,
Like
like
Murray Rothbard. That's some heavy-duty stuff. I've read Rothbard. Hayek is like a lower, it's Austrian economics. Where these kids should be reading. You could ask these kids, oh, you're an eco major?
Eddie, can you just talk real fast so we can make sure we can hear
You're
you?
getting an indoctrination. Education. Meanwhile, they're all reading Marx. Well, Gordon Woods.
his point is really well taken, right? They're following these left-wing, hardcore progressive books and lead.
By the way,
Eddie, one more time. Give us a 10 count, please. If you just count to 10 for me. I see. 1, 2. It's not. One more time, Eddie. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's literally not working out. Yeah, it's on. Alright, we get to it.
Live from Studio 16, America's Voice on a Friday night. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got a lively crowd here tonight.
Wow.
We appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out. We got a couple of special behind me. Where's a couple from Kansas? They're somewhere here. Hey, somewhere. There you are. Wow. Visiting from Kansas, we got
Kansas City more, you know that.
we got Staff Sergeant Chris over there with the hat on in the back row, just visiting from the area. His mom Phyllis is a big fan. She's gonna be, what is she gonna be, 82 you said? 82, 83? Charlotte, Florida. Is she gonna be 82, 83? Her birthday, you said, is coming up. October. So her birthday's coming up in a little bit, so she's gonna be celebrating her birthday. Thank you to her for watching us down at Charlotte. Charlotte's very hard. Yeah, got a bunch of military guys. Thank you for your service, everyone. We appreciate it. There he is.
I let you go. Service guy.
So very good. We got a lot of great people in the audience, a lot of great patrons. So thank you. We appreciate it. We got odds makers coming up in just a few minutes. We do have breaking news. Kevin Downey Jr. found this. He texted it to everybody here. Well, at least us. One of our favorite Trump attorneys is now having some more problems. We're talking about Batman Willis. Yeah, the Justice Department has issued a subpoena for her travel records. The district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, pursued that racketeering, that BS racketeering case against President Trump, is now under further investigation. According to the New York Times, they reported the revelation late today, citing a federal grand jury subpoena. Investigators have sought documents related to her trips abroad around the time of the 2024 election. Maybe she was picking up some cash. I don't know. The scope of the investigation wasn't immediately known, nor is clear whether Willis was the target of the inquiry or whether she'll face charges. But there's more. I guess they're digging around. Like Finn said, as soon as you start peeling away these layers, this stuff starts to fall. It's like
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub.
Not
gonna help.
In there with making
I
this.
can do it, but not for long.
Right?
You'll have a minute.
You know, and, I'm pro-nudity when it comes to them.
I don't know about Fannie Willis. Salad Dodgers.
Salad Dodgers, yeah, Salad Dodgers, they call them.
I want to thank Patriot Donna for sending that in. And you're right, Rick. When I was a kid, there was a game called Kerplunk, where you would pull the thing out, and there'd be one, well, then before you know it,
Right, they all come down. That's what's happening. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on this story. Could be another embarrassing thing attached to.
I can help that.
Really? Yeah. All right.
President has decided that he's not going to take the CDC's advice anymore. He's
Gonna take Tylenol?
not going to take advice. Only the CDC's not trusting American government. So we all follow his diet.
Yeah. So Governor Pritzker.
He's the picture of health.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a number 3 with a large coke, I believe.
All right. We are ready now for the first edition of the American Warehouse version of Odds Makers on Friday night. Let's see the road there, Aaron. And special guest Eddie Brown downtown. What town are you from, Eddie Brown? Welcome to the program. How are you tonight, sir?
Great, guys. I live in South Carolina now. South Carolina.
Right?
Nice.
And what makes you think you're going to do so well against these two crack pickers?
Well, then watch the footage. It's going to be fine.
Okay, so he's basing it on your stellar records.
Nice track record there, bro.
Yeah, crack pickers. Well, we won't go down that road. You never know. Depends on what you're doing. Let's get it kicked off. Slick's going to do his first of the night of the Odds Maker. Slick, which game are you picking and what are you playing?
Well, week 5, NCAA, we're going to go college, 4 games. I'm going to do 3 pro games. I'm doing the big game tomorrow night, 7:15 on ABC, Georgia Bulldogs and Alabama Tide. And I'm going to roll with Georgia, and I'll tell you why. 2.5 points, right? That's the spread. And I'm going with number 5, Georgia, over number 17, Bama. And Georgia hasn't won a home game against Bama in 22 years. So they do, I think. So I'm sure I'm going with them. Stockton, that quarterback, 720 wins, passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and another 124 on the ground, plus 3 more touchdowns rushing. I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with the smart coaches. Kirby Smart. I think they're going to beat Bama. So give me Georgia, lay in 2.5.
All right, very good. So your first pick coming out of college and Georgia Bulldogs, and you know that their quarterback they're worried about this year, but he seems to be doing well for the Stockton. Yeah, filling in for Carson Beck, who's departed. Aaron, please go with your first pick.
Hey, I'm going to say Penn State over Oregon. I believe the line is still 3.5. They're playing at home.
All right.
I'm going with Penn State. I think they're going to show up. Visits are pretty close. Penn State knows how to do two things: protect the ball and limit their penalties. So we should see a lot of long drives from them as long as they can control the tempo of the game with their ground attack. I don't think the Ducks stand a chance.
All right, very good. So Aaron's staying in college as well. It's like. And finally, let's get to our odds makers from South Carolina, downtown Eddie Brown. First pick, Eddie. All right, so where are they playing? They're playing in Syracuse or in North Carolina? Playing in Syracuse. All right, okay. Very good. So we've got Eddie Brown's first pick. He's going in college as well. First pick college, all around for all three pickers. Let's go. Let's stick. What's your second pick of the game?
All right, there's no big score already. I'm going to go first one. Almost over. 5, I'm going to go Rams over the Indianapolis Colts. I like the Rams. They're at home so far in Eaglewood. And I think after that stomach collapse this week against Philly, when they lost that game, I think they're going to hear Indiana Jones there. 80 times. It's going to be a big chunk change. And I think they're going to that game out without a problem. I think it's all going to be this weekend. And I like the Rams playing the Indianapolis.
All right, very good. So pick number 2. Let's go with Rams over the Colts. Aaron, who do you got for pick number 2?
I think it's a great number for me because I'm also taking the Rams over the Colts. Finals 3.5. I think you said the line was correct.
Yes, 3.5.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to roll here. Indiana Jones, this is where the winning stops for him. The Eagles completely, they really had to come back last week against the Rams. The Rams completely controlled that game, and I think they're going to turn it around this week. They're currently 5th in total offense in the league. Their defense is only allowing 103 yards on the ground per game, which is where I think Danny Dimes is going to end up losing this game. He's going to have to win this game through the air, and that's not going to happen.
Okay, very good. So Aaron also picking against the Colts. And finally, Eddie Brown, who do you get?
Right, Brown brings the Ducks, but now I'm going with the Rams over the Colts.
So there. So sticking around with Aaron and Fred, Aaron and Slick on the
I think the Jones are pretty so
Felix getting cashed in. Very good. So we got 3. Picking the Rams over the Colts.
125. We're going to go to Vegas. The Raiders are hosting the Dolphins. And man, look, they won on my Cowboys last week. And they didn't walk away. And I don't know if you can. I'm not really sure. I was thinking about the Jets. Seattle. I think Tom Brady's the one over, which I'm not too crazy about that either. But I'm going to go with Caleb Williams. I think he's going to show big time. They're going to win that game. Bears running back DeAndre Sneaks. The Bears +1 over the Raiders.
All right, so Slick, you go with the Bears. Flip over the Raiders. Aaron, who you got for your third pick?
I'm going to the 425 game as well. We're going to Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City over Baltimore +2.5 at home. I believe the line is still +2.5. Kansas City, we start to turn it around. They beat the Giants at MetLife Stadium. The Slick likes to say last Sunday's $1. I always find it a little fishy when Kansas City gets the points at home. They're going against the Ravens defense that's allowing the most yards per game this season. 15. They're 3-4 on the road, and in their last 7, all 4 of those were losses.
All right, very good. So Aaron's going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs over the Baltimore Ravens. Finally, Eddie Brown, who was your third pick in this round?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Washington Commanders now. And then I just pick whatever. Great game. I like that game.
So that's the third pick is Washington over for Atlanta, and that's who Eddie Brown's going to go with. In particular, the command of the Redskins. Redskins. Round number 4, Slick. We got this round in rugby. By Slick. It's going to be fun. Check. Now, of course, and I get not conscious from back when the back and feel like it's pretty quick over to like connection. I'm playing the three. The Jaguars,
What can I help you with?
Aaron.
Okay, I'll get you out of trouble. No problem.
Comeback last week against the Rams, like we talked about earlier, and the Tampa Bay beat my Jets 29-27, the worst game so far of the season. They came back the lead after trailing in the final minute of regulation, and they're without Mike Evans this week from this month for a hamstring injury. They are 0-3 for them. That's how they did last season on that, and I think they're 0-1. Mike Evans this season so far.
All right, so you're picking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to their first game of the season against the Eagles. Man, I know what kind of degenerate you are. We're gonna put our kind of good here. Let's move on with Eddie Brown's 4th round and final pick. Eddie, where are you going with?
I'm not sure what he thinks. But we're going to Chicago's got a great game. I think they have a better defense. They're going to shut them down. I just really don't have it. Not showing anything this year. Yes, but I just want to make the Smith pick, and I've been a Jet fan since 1967. I was born in Massachusetts. I grew up in Southern West Virginia, so I graduated. And so I got a shout out to my girls, my girls, Knoxville in Florida, and Nashville. Everybody, I lived in California, in Florida. So you go, Eddie. I just wanted to say another thing. I would like to see Harry be out on that set with you guys sometime.
Sometime, Eddie Brown.
Bring that young lady out there. She's got a lot of sponsors.
All right, Eddie, thank you for joining us on this, the first edition on Friday night. Eddie Brown from South Carolina shouting out his family on a Friday night. We got one more segment. Newfield Selma-Town. Look at that. We'll do that all when we come back live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice on a Friday night. Let's hear it.
Thank you,
Jackson,
Eddie.
live in the chat. There he is. Eddie, say hello to the crowd, Eddie. They can all see you.
Hey, Eddie, I got Aaron's Venmo account number.
Oh, let's see what option for
I'll send it to you later.
actually.
Thanks, Eddie. Good stuff.
Yeah, what's
All right, you guys say again.
All right, thanks, Eddie. Again, still. You can be a part of this too if you want. All you got to do is reach out because we're always looking for people. We already picked the people. Everybody's picked for the entire season.
There goes that idea.
There's
a line out the door for that.
Is there a queue, like in case somebody backs out? You got somebody as a backup?
I have some backup.
Awesome. All right.
Who's talking about my Venmo down there?
He's gonna go on all those only fannies. Look over your shoulder. Yeah. Oh, man.
Only fannies. We first came out, I said that.
Oh, it was funny. That was about a year ago. Oh.
That was while you were still in the trunk. Yeah.
That's still me.
You're still in David's trunk.
You were Spanish, oh yeah.
Watching 21 Jump Street, I believe it.
Yes, your favorite.
Johnny 21 jumps.
I'll take Johnny.
21 and a half.
It's like Ocean's 11.
What the 32 jump streets?
I love the end of the movie when they keep showing the sequels, the fake sequels. Brilliant.
Oh my God, no. Classic.
All right, last segment coming up.
Did that go fast tonight for everybody?
Oh,
that was fast, right? That was quick. I know.
You guys have been doing great. Thank you so much for coming out on a Friday night.
It's Irish
Appreciate it.
people, man.
And make sure you take a lot of pictures of this place. It's always changing. Joe the Box is always adding stuff,
Yeah.
things around.
Make some money.
It's the most patriotic place on the planet.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it's amazing.
It is.
Online money.
Top of the ninth, Mets are losing 6-2.
Oh, man.
And Cincinnati is up 3-1. Top
What
of the
about
sixth.
Toronto? What's Toronto doing?
That's why I stick with Bocce. I don't even worry about any of this
Blue
stuff.
Jays are leading the Tampa Rays 4-2. Yeah.
We need the Blue Jays.
Right now it's top.
Real America's Voice on a Friday night, 103.9 LI News Radio, linewsradio.com. Our first successful Friday night odds makers right here at the American Horse Warehouse. Again, Joe the Box, thank you so much for making tonight possible. As always, the great people here welcoming us and helping us put on a great show for you guys, people that are in the audience, people watching at home, of course. We're going to go around the room real quick. Let's kick things off with our own Kevin Downey Jr., who, if you haven't heard his radio show right here on 103.9, if you're in your car listening, you can also check that out. It's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern each and every Monday through Friday. And you can also listen online, linewsradio.com.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ, what do you got going on?
Well, the news just keeps getting better. Looks like a retired New York City financier, once referred to as the right-hand man of George Soros, is now facing charges of abusing women in his sex dungeon. Whoa, whoa. I'm sorry, secret
Sex dungeon.
Okay, better. Formerly secret. Formerly. Now, this guy's 70 years old, good friend with George Soros, and he's been tying up women.
Have a team yet?
And,
What the
he's
fuck?
been running a $1 million sex trafficking operation.
Oh, I do.
Of his not
All
so
right.
secret sex
do this.
dungeon anymore. And,
I got one.
I don't know. Guys, let me ask you: Is there a liberal who isn't?
Head to my yacht.
We're
We're gonna do the
non-binary
piracy production.
I was a liberal, but I didn't know there was sex dungeon involved.
I saw the sex dungeon on Zillow. I was looking at the street listing. I'm shocked that they would do a listing.
Here's sex dungeon. It's skills.
Apartment with sex dungeon, owned by a liberal and Soros funder. For free.
And what's happening with him? Has he been arrested? What's going on?
He's been arrested, yes. For running it. Now, here's what I'm hoping beyond hope. I would love someone went to this guy and said, look, we'll let you keep your gifts. We'll let you keep your dungeon. Just give us George Soros.
Yes.
Well, you know what?
That's what's going to happen. Exactly. Part of that process.
That's what I'm wondering.
Right, because these people, they don't realize they're small potatoes when it comes to some of the bigger names. And the bigger names are hoping they paid them enough or have enough on them to be like, this is big, and you're going to enjoy every single second.
And it's the DOJ who wants to. Right. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going.
They do make sure their discovery on this. That's necessarily but on this guy, workings with George. This is what I mean. One little thing.
Yep.
One text message is all it's going to take, man.
And all of a sudden, no more secret freaking sex dungeon.
Under evil sure. They flogged his account.
When it comes to Kevin Downey Jr., follow him online. Where can they find you?
Oh, you can go to PJ Media, and the more of my stuff you read, the more perfect I get to drink.
Thanks.
Appreciate that. And, you can listen to the Reading Show worldwide at linewsradio.com. And that's about it. All right, very good. Paul Nolan also has some closing thoughts. What else has been on your radar there, Paul?
You know, I still want to talk about the Kobe thing. I think it's a major, it's a major event. Something to happen with Chris Rennie or Paula. We need to see somebody go down. Right. We need to see accountability somewhere in this, state crafted apparatus of evil. These people have gotten away with murder. Looking at really 15 years of just completely heinous behavior.
Join quick money, 10 minutes.
Such an important thing. The January 6th thing, we can, if our team, if our guys can please give us some kind of a wrestle, some accountability, get some control whatsoever over this deep state and all these dirty players, I just feel like there'll be a lot of hope going forward, especially in the wake of, what happened to Charlie. We've seen so many kids, so many chapters, a turning point. If we get some justice to follow, that's going to be such a boost of hope to these kids who have been really fully dejected by a system that doesn't serve them whatsoever. So, other than that, I had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, and amazing too. When you talk about the revival that's been going on with this country ever since Charlie was assassinated, you also, with these arrests and these indictments, you hope that people start to see, oh look, there is a light. We can get on board with this. We don't have to worry about being dejected all the time and thinking, these scumbags get away with everything. Maybe they won't.
Right. Finally, we'll actually see a level justice system, because right now there's 3 or 4 levels of justice, and it's middle-aged working guy, he runs the traffic light for 4 years.
Yeah.
These guys have embezzled $70 billion, and it's like that $300 fine.
Right. Yeah.
That's so sick. So see some accountability.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. Accountability is the next piece of this puzzle. Finally, Vinnie Mac, you got.
I was watching Netanyahu, the UN.
Sorry to hear that.
Talking about Israel, but that's something to talk about there. But I then watched a video by Charlie Kirk, and I don't know. I just can't get enough of his video. And he was discussing Israel with some student and saying, I went there. I saw where Jesus was born. I saw where this other thing happened. I saw when this happened. I experienced. He went through story by story and where it happened and how magical and amazing it is. Right? To describe to this young student who has been trained and conditioned just hate Israel for no reason. Like, they don't really have a reason. It's just to hate them. And to hear Charlie talk about it, I would recommend everybody go find that video. It is outstanding. Like every video, by the way, he has out there. He is an MBA in life. That all of his videos together, if Damon's at Parents Weekend, he's spending his life savings to send the kid to college. Just watch Charlie Kirk videos because they cover everything. But I was so touched by it. And then I saw Netanyahu having to deal with, all these clowns that are walking out on his speech because he's saying a Palestinian state is not going to work. It's never worked. It's not going to work. It's ridiculous to even talk about it. Australia and France have crossing a line and screwing us.
Right.
And everyone else doing this. It did remind me in a positive way what he had to say. And I think I just wanted to talk about that because I want to share with everybody his thoughts about how special Israel is. And we should all look at that video. It's amazing. So that's about it.
All right, very good. If people want to follow you, maybe you can find that thing and post it. People can find it on what? Where are you on?
Yeah, I'm on
Facebook starting fights with people?
Just Facebook. There you go. Yes. Now I'm on Facebook, Vincent Buda. I'm on X, Buda Vincent. So you can follow me. I'll put it up there. I've shared it a few times, so I'll put it out there if you want to see. I'll put it on LFS 6B.
All right, very good. Finally, Slick Rick, one more round around the scoreboard.
Well, I just wanted to say to Paul, I'm glad they got rid of that Suffolk County, the red light camera, because 4 years for running a light, they won't catch me anymore. So, yeah. Baseball scores, the Mets have lost. That game just went final. They fell 6-2 earlier tonight to Florida. Cincinnati up 3-1 there in the top of the sixth, looking to win that game. Yankees, of course, 8-4, looking to advance. They're beating the Orioles. So we'll see. We'll probably have a complete wrap-up. And Blue Jays did win tonight. They beat the Rays 4-2. So Yankees are trying to get that first place spot. It's going to be tough. All right. Well, the full report on Monday. NFL. We'll recap the odds makers, and of course we'll have an update. 7:10 a.m. Get up, get your golf clubs ready. That's the second day of the Ryder Cup. That's tee off time.
All right, very good, Slick, and thank you for that. And again, Slick Rick Sports brought to you by Mike Lindell's MyPillow. Hey, Aaron, let's fire up cut number 6 and finish this out the right way with President Trump saluting during the national anthem. We played at the top of the show, but check it out. We'll go out with this. Check this out. Cut number 6. Singing the national anthem and the Ryder Cup today. Thank you to everybody for watching. As always, we salute our military, active and retired, our first responders, EMTs, firefighters, police, ICE, Border Patrol, everybody who works the front line. Thank you so much. Everybody here in the American First Warehouse, thank you so much for joining us. Slick Rick, Vinny Mac, Kevin Downey Jr., Paul Nolan, Aaron and Fran in the booth. And of course, everybody watching at home and in the chats. Thank you so much for a great Friday night. Live from the American First Warehouse at 103.9 LI News Radio. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but it's something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags out of your eyes. Today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us what she says. I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I can feel it just lifting my skin. It's amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. If you have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look at your genre, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's
Excuse me.
While conservatives as a whole and Christians specifically getting a bigger and bolder seat at the table. All that more coming up on this episode of Turning Point tonight. My name is Joe Bob. Thanks so much for tuning in. Together, we are charting the course of America's cultural comeback. This is Turning Point tonight. Now, I want to make sure you all know you can email the show anytime you want. We'll see all your emails, especially during the last segment of the show. It's a fun, gimmicky type thing. Grab one of those today. We'll love to hear you. Email the show anytime you want to. TNT.com, so you can email so many great and awesome things, and a couple things that are not so good. I really encourage everybody to email TPT at TPUSA.com. Insert yourself into the conversation. Do take everything you guys say seriously, and really appreciate you flooding into TPT@TPUSA.com. Now we got to get to the big story of the day, obviously, but I really want to highlight something that I don't think anybody is talking about, mostly because I think I've made it up. I think I've made up what I call height competency bias. If you look around the business world, the academic world, you're going to find something consistent. Now, obviously, we don't agree with any of the characteristic categorizations of people that the libs like to do, but I do think this one might have some teeth, kind of sarcastically. And that is tall privilege. People that are tall are seen throughout the entire scope of the public eye and powerful position. The majority of Fortune 500 company CEOs are taller than the average person. People in Hollywood, people in music are all tall, or at least a percentage of them are tall. Now again, like I said, I don't actually believe this, but maybe it can be cueing us in as to why James Comey is of any significance whatsoever. Man is 6'10", and that is only positive attribute if you're
Hilarious
cartoon.
cartoon.
Positive in a immutable characteristic. The guy is tall and nothing else. He is unequivocally a gigantic dumbass, both physically and metaphorically. Now, we've seen several of these on the flip side of the aisle. Bill de Blasio, communist. The only reason I think he got elected was because he was tall. The only reason I think Jim Comey got his job at the FBI and ascended to the heights of the FBI is because he was a tall person. Tall privilege may, in fact, exist, and James Comey might be a perfect example of it. For many other reasons, but more specifically recently. An example of this would be this photo that he posted talking about 86ing 47. Now, we all know what that means and what he was trying to convey with that message, but, he just came across some seashells in the sand, and I thought it was cool. He took a picture of it and posted it to his Instagram, the self-righteous, leggy lawman, so to speak. Again, the fact that the guy who has no way to be a distinction in sense the rights of the FBI is that now, problems there are this up. It's my perfect moment. I do think it's probably a multiple things that are going online, under whatever it is the case is sent. And then 5 different hundreds, 5 different and fire. At the same time, I think I also recognize that it has been very nonsense. Right, now I don't think necessarily might have room to be. And also, now
Yeah, fine. This thing.
That you may have caught during the opener of possibly the heir apparent to the Kamala heirs, is one that Jasmine Crockett let flip 5 here, what she thinks about the indictment of Pete Holmes nowadays.
More sadly, is that many of his followers agree with this. And I am thinking to myself, how is it that you can call yourself American or patriotic when you literally don't understand who we are as Americans, when you literally are okay with throwing out the Constitution, when you're okay with someone just deciding, you know what, this is the end result that I'm seeking, and so just figure out how to get there.
Now, American and supporting the United States also American in kind of president by government's past and the jury that's why that kind of guilty and still be American. But if you're an extraordinary all liar on something that I'm pretty sure then you're undocumented.
Hey, what's going on? So you don't want to get in serious trouble, huh? Okay, leave it with me.
I would just say to the prosecutor at the Department of Justice, it's not going away. As a member of the Judiciary Committee, I promise you, Democrats are in the majority. We are going to look at all of this, and there will be accountable. And our licenses will be at stake in your local jurisdiction if you are corruptly indicting people where you have not proved the case.
Thanks for stopping in. A number of stories are overlapping.
Somebody is threatening the license to indict somebody can't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what a trial is. That's the whole point of what a trial is. You're trying to prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt in front of a jury. Therefore, going to trial. You can't say, hey, we're going to revoke your license if you prove the case. Is that what it is? Not entirely sure. It's honest to God, This is from Jen Psaki show. When Jim Comey was being asked whether or not Trump should be in the forefront of our mind, where he was saying, well, we actually can put President Trump in prison in case you forgot. Check this out.
So a lot of people have suggested that there are a range of factors that would make it difficult to put a former. The system has not been tested in this way. Do you agree with that? That it would be difficult or nearly impossible for the law enforcement institutions to put him in actual jail?
No, they would just put him in a double wide somewhere out near the fence, out in the grass. And he would eat there, he'd shower there, he'd exercise there, he'd be away, as Danya Perry said, from general population, but it's obviously different.
I only wanted to play that clip to make sure everybody was aware that this is the same guy that said, hey, we should lock up the former president on a conviction that we made up entirely and that the appellate courts threw out with the first opportunity to throw it out on appeal. But that's the man himself saying something just a year ago. Yeah. Sure. That's happening. Now,
witness himself. In response to the indictment, his Mr. Rappaport spent a minute long main character, and he is going to fight.
My family and I have known for years that they're close to standing up to Donald Trump. Imagine ourselves around him on the knees, and you shouldn't either. Somebody that I love dearly recently said that fear is the tool.
Am I wrong?
And she's right.
Forgot how to get in my office.
And hope not either. I hope instead you are engaged, you are paying attention, and you will vote like your beloved country.
Fuck you, Tommy.
Which it does. My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system. I'm innocent. So let's have a trial. And keep the faith.
I also too love how he effectively addresses it. We, the people, will fight this. We in this scenario. Every single side of all the political aisles hate this guy. If you don't remember, Libs hated this guy right after the 2016 election when he said, "Hold on, everybody. Maybe Hillary did do something awful, and maybe she should be indicted. We're going to open this case back up." Like, what, 5 days before the actual election? And then a bunch of libs blamed him because they're like, "Oh, you scared voters off. Hillary would have won if James Comey didn't reopen that case." So they hate you too, dude. I don't know. Good luck with that. And you know, to wrap this up on a lighter note, he also said something about we will not be on our knees. Maybe that would make him a heightened person, which actually might take this a privilege. But to wrap this up on a lighter note, I thought this was funny and interesting. Elon Musk posted this tweet post on X. Cool shell formation found on the beach. What? Shell formation. Just the edge of the beach. Of course, this is AI. FAFO on the beach. Although, if you were actually doing that, so yeah, this is just a cool formation that Elon Musk happened to find on the beach. See what happens. Like I said, in wrapping this up, I don't actually know that this is going to go anywhere. I mean, completely try to look at the system as it is. But remember, there are two schools of thought here. One is that you take the high road and you just let yourself get punched in the face consistently as libs prosecute conservatives, hate them and their opponents, or you fight back. And I'm honest to God not even sure which side of that is correct, but one thing remains to be true. This is one of the two options that people are going to, if you start prosecuting political opponents just because they're political opponents, guarantee you that's going to come around to bite you in the butt when you're out and out. It's obviously what the libs are experiencing right now. Now again, whether or not that's a good or bad thing remains to be seen. We'll find out together. And that's for the American people prevails. And at the same time, let's not pretend we don't see this coming, specifically against people who openly lied about all of the things that they lied about, and after they prosecuted a former president for things that were just made up, laws that were made up, and past their point of being able to prosecute. We got a lot coming up today. Kamala Harris has got a new protege, and I actually couldn't be more excited about it. I'm actually thrilled. I think this is going to be fantastic for conservatives. And coming up next, there's a fantastic news. Wall Street by Peggy Noonan, and I want to read quite a bit of it, but it kind of explains and puts into words the new Christian movement that it's been spurred on over the last couple of decades, or the last couple of years, and specifically heightened with Charlie Kirk's assassination and subsequent. I think that is a good move for the country in good direction. We'll talk about that after the break.
180 million. Not bad.
I'm a J6er. I spent
I don't glitch. I don't cheat.
days in prison.
Can't do any of that.
J6er, and I spent 3 months in jail and about a year in prison. I spent 4 years out of 18-year sentence.
Let's invite everybody in session
Been smeared and defamed by the media,
into
persecuted
the
by the
office of
government, and
government.
treated like terrorists.
Hallelujah.
In reality, J6ers are patriotic men and women, mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers from all walks of life.
Stand in the Gap was founded to stand in the gap for J6ers working to rebuild their lives after being incarcerated.
We need your help. For just $10 or more, you're helping these patriots get mental, physical, and spiritual help. Please scan the QR code or go to j6support.com to donate $10 or more to support these Americans.
Refreshing sprung.
Sprung, the official soft drink of fame or shame.
Did I mention that I bang with Lisa?
Did I mention that I have an MBA? Hi there. So, we going to have a good week, boss? How can I help you? Quite a collection you've got here. Just give me the word and I'll make it happen. We're having a little trouble with that stuff. Can't do it now, but maybe later. Hello. So long. Our fearless leader. Oh, hi. What do you need? Let me know what you want, and I'll tell the Pegasus people to get it ready. Okay, I'll get it landed on the helipad.
There we go. At full speed. That honey. Yeah, here's a head start. CEO abilities Ghost for 3 minutes. I'll pick out the farthest. Probably there. There you go, Tech Value. He's right there. And a parachute out.
she did. Because again, she's just terrible politics, and not a good public speaker for the president. Like, how is
Its reaction to that since it's come out. If you got more information on that, I guess I have to just elaborate. And running as the first vice president, so it's very important to say that he ticket if I can this was A. Sorry, that's not what I said. That's he wouldn't be able to because he's gay. My point, because I write in the police, that I was clear that 107 days in one of the most hotly contested elections for the President of the United States against someone like Donald Trump who knows no fear. To be a black woman running for President of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, the stakes being so high. Very sad, and I also realize that
it's kind of disturbing. No, I did not think it because
Steamy.
think him because he's gay. That it's effective, probably like her said, and it's not the most.
Let's get some action going, right?
This is the guy that she picked.
What the fuck? Is that Tim Waltz?
There's a guy that I know, I wouldn't necessarily call him a friend, but very, very trusted in the conservative movement. Happens to be gay. And essentially, one thing about being gay is part of his tactful approach to the White House. Like, hey, look, the presidency is going to be won by somebody who checks all the boxes. And right now, for women, being gay is one of the boxes. I don't know that that is an actual gay. But apparently, Tim Waltz might be pretending to be straight, or might be pretending to be gay. Tim Waltz is clearly pretending to be straight. What straight man walks in? I guess I don't quite understand the rationale of gay, but I didn't do that. But I also did do that, and the guy at walks like this. So I don't know, maybe you thought you were going to do the game like a straight guy, pretending to be straight. Also, that's actually an interesting thing to watch. She's been doing a bunch of things now. That's scale. So we're starting to see that there's a benefit to that. So they're doing the same thing. Like this is the destruction in lost terrorist protesters. They watch that exchange that happened. I think it was first live events, and look at how she handled it.
How defined you were saying now, and how I feel to them.
days. This is not
I cannot agree more. Shit, motherfucker!
it's not.
How's it going? Hey, what's going on?
Fuck, I gotta reset. That's fine.